Ann Tomlinson was born in Charleston, South Carolina in 1944. She graduated from the University of South Carolina with a double major in English and German and a minor in education in 1965. After that, she went on to attend seminary. She got her master's degree in education in curriculum and instruction from the University of Virginia, and in 1991 she got her doctorate in educational psychology. She served as an educator for 21 years in public schools, and for 12 years she was the program administrator for struggling students and advanced learners. She works as a professor at the University of Virginia's Curry School of Education, and there she works with graduate and undergraduate students in curriculum and differentiated instruction. She has contributed to many journals and written over 100 articles, and she has also written various textbooks on differentiated instruction. The framework of differentiated instruction is built around content, process, products, and learning environment. The content means that reading materials and vocabulary should be at the various levels of the students and meet them where they currently are. This could also mean working with partners and using small groups to address students' skill levels. For process, students should be encouraged to explore topics and work on the same important understanding but use their different abilities and levels of support to do that. Goal setting is another important part of this so students can track their learning, and for some students such things as manipulatives and hands-on supports would be beneficial, and the amount of time given to complete a task could be different from student to student. For product, students can be given various ways to express their learning. That means it doesn't always have to be writing something down. It could be a drawing, a 3D model, or a puppet show. This could also mean that students have different rubrics to match their skill level. Students could also be given a choice about whether to work alone or in a small group. Overall, the product area encourages creativity in allowing students to show their learning in different ways. As for the learning environment, educators should be making sure that students have places to work collaboratively, but where they can also work quietly and without distraction. The materials present should not be insensitive to any cultures or living situations, and there should be clear guidelines for what is expected within that learning community, and the routine should be set in place. Students should be aware that they all learn differently and that they should be respectful of their peers. To sum up differentiated instruction, it is proactive, it's qualitative more than quantitative, it is rooted in assessment, has multiple approaches to content, process, product, and learning environments. It is student-centered, it is a blend of whole group, small group, and individual instruction, and it is organic and dynamic. Teachers and educators who use differentiated instruction are proactively carrying out plans with varied approaches to content, process, and product in anticipation of student differences in their readiness, interest, and overall needs. How differentiated instruction applies to the library is that there are always going to be a wide variety of patrons in any library, whether it's public or a school library. When it's used effectively, differentiated instruction allows librarians to be adaptive and flexible to the situation in which they are working. They are also basing their actions on student outcomes, thinking ahead, and working towards solving the problem. Librarians should believe in their learners and push them to be out of their comfort zone in order to accomplish something more than they thought they could originally. And perhaps most importantly for a librarian, differentiated learning is empathetic and treats the learners as people first. And while all of this is differentiated instruction, and it is typically thought of as being based on learners' abilities, it can also be applied to students who are living in poverty, learners who are a minority, students who have disabilities, or students who are part of the LGBTQ community. Whether in the classroom or in the library, by differentiating instruction, students know that they are known and that they are cared about enough by an educator for that person to work to meet that student where they are.